Hey, I understand how it feels to be a man these days. Trust me, it's not easy. As men, we are laden with so much responsibilities, pressures, and distress. It has been observed that men are most prone to loneliness and depression than women. The reality of men today is far from pleasurable, ever daunting and looming. Perhaps you are very lonely and struggling to sustain a relationship. You have been heartbroken a lot, wandering from one relationship to another, and simply can't figure out how relationship works again. You easily notice how big men seems to attract a lot of women and wonder why you can't attract any. You might have thought of having to get a fresh breath in hopes of turning the tide. Maybe your breath has nothing to do with your problem, neither your financial position. The most important thing to know before starting out a relationship is knowing the kind of person you want to attract. Not having a standard to the kind of woman you want in your life opens the door wide to all manner and kinds of women. As there are different kinds of men, so there are with women. Some nasty, proud, and troublesome, others gentle, obedient, and faithful. If you're seeking to build a long-lasting relationship, then I suggest you set good standards for yourself. These standards serve as guides to pair you up with your match. However, care must be taken to ensure you don't end up ignoring the right woman meant for you. Set quality standards, not necessarily high standards. Having said that, here are the common reasons why many men struggle to attract the women of their dreams. Number 1, they are not manly enough. Many boys who profess to be men can't wonder why they suck at sustaining a relationship. Well, that's because they aren't all grown up. Being a man is on a whole different level to being a boy. Boys are not men, but men were once boys. Transitioning from a boy to man is far beyond going through puberty. It is common to see many old men who have their life backwards. This goes on to mean that age doesn't guarantee maturity. Being a man starts with your mindset. How do you reason as a man? What do you think is your duty to a woman? Why do you need a woman? How can you handle a woman, and how should you treat a woman? Your answers to these questions is a reflection of your mindset. To determine the answers to these questions, we can safely turn to our Creator for guidance. When God made Adam, He committed something important to him, that is authority. As men in God's image, we are created to lead, guide, and build. When we broaden these major duties of ours, we can see that it stems into many paths. To lead means to provide support financially, emotionally, spiritually, and physically. This would require financial commitment, sacrifice, attention, and most importantly, intelligence. So when I'm talking about being manly, this is what I'm referring to: the wisdom needed to being a man. A woman needs someone that she can trust and commit herself to for her entire life. How can you qualify to be a good fit? Start by changing your mindset. You should be thinking control, leadership, support, assistance, and things like that. So before you consider starting out a relationship, I suggest you sit back, get yourself together, and begin your transition to man one who is committed, brave, and visionary. Number 2, they lack wisdom and emotional intelligence. The second obvious reason why most relationships and marriages fail is the lack of wisdom and emotional intelligence. You need wisdom to lead, guide, and protect. As a man, your major duty is building your family, protecting them, and bringing them up in the ways of God's delight. You need wisdom to do just that. Wisdom is needed for financial investment, handling disagreements, disciplining your children, and taking decisions. You get wisdom from people's experiences, reading books, and counseling. The more wisdom you acquire, the more you condition your brain from taking bad decisions. Wisdom in relationships isn't just about knowing the right thing to do. It's about applying that knowledge at the right time. It means understanding your partner's needs, recognizing the dynamics at play, and making thoughtful decisions. Wisdom is built through experience, reflection, and learning from past mistakes. For instance, a wise partner knows that not every argument needs to be won. Sometimes, it's more important to listen and understand than to be right. Wisdom helps you choose your battles and prioritize the health of the relationship over your ego. Additionally, a lack of emotional intelligence is known to cause havoc in relationships. Most boys are crybabies, easily offended and upset over every little thing. When I mean crybabies, I don't imply literally crying tears down your cheeks, rather being overly emotionally sensitive. If little things pisses you off easily, you need to consider building your emotional intelligence. I doubt you would be able to grow a home that way. Emotional intelligence is the ability to recognize, understand, and manage our own emotions, as well as recognize, understand, and influence the emotions of others. It's about being aware of how your actions and words affect your partner and being able to respond appropriately to their emotional needs. I know many men who can't get over a breakup for months and even years. The pain is still there. Life is full of challenges, and you need to be prepared for them. Being emotionally weak is a strain on your shoulders that you need to address. Imagine you're having a tough day at work, and you come home feeling stressed and irritable. An emotionally intelligent partner will recognize these signs and might offer you support or give you space to decompress, rather than taking your mood personally and escalating the situation. But how do you develop wisdom and emotional intelligence? Here are a few tips. 1. Self-reflection. Take time to reflect on your actions and their impact on your partner. Ask yourself what you could have done differently in challenging situations. 2. Seek feedback. Don't be afraid to ask your partner for feedback. Understanding their perspective can provide valuable insights into areas where you might need to grow. 3. Practice empathy. Try to see things from your partner's point of view. This helps in understanding their emotions and responding in a supportive way. 4. Continuous learning. Read books, attend workshops, or even seek therapy to enhance your emotional intelligence and relationship skills. Remember, building wisdom and emotional intelligence is a journey, not a destination. It's about continuous growth and making a consistent effort to improve. By developing these qualities, you're not only enhancing your relationship, but also becoming a better, more understanding person. So, if you find yourself struggling to maintain your relationship or marriage, take a step back and assess where you might be lacking in wisdom and emotional intelligence. With dedication and effort, you can turn things around and build a strong, lasting partnership. Number 3. Zero financial commitment. You don't need to be told that your financial capacity is necessary if you're considering building a home. So instead of jumping into a relationship with excitement, I would suggest you take a break and build yourself financially. The bottom line is that no woman would naturally gravitate to a poor fellow. This doesn't imply that you need to be rich to maintain a relationship, but that a level of financial ability is necessary to make ends meet. Many wise men today don't stress themselves about sex and women. They grind, they work on their goals, expand and build their territory. When the rewards start coming in, you would then see just how many women they would attract to themselves. Why not do the same and focus on your goals? Isolate yourself from women, sex, and all distractions that's keeping you from your goals. Write down your goals and start pondering on them. Later, you can then begin to think of starting a relationship. Number 4. They lack confidence and are full of insecurities. Sadly, many men today lack confidence. Without confidence, you would fail at controlling a woman and getting her to do what you want. Confidence isn't just about being outgoing or charismatic. It's about being comfortable in your own skin, knowing your worth, and projecting that inner assurance to the world. When it comes to attracting the woman of your dreams, confidence can make all the difference. Your level of confidence speaks for you. How do you know you're confident? Self-assurance. Confidence shows that you're secure in who you are and what you bring to the table. This self-assurance is incredibly attractive because it signals to others that you're not looking for validation or approval from them. You already know your worth. Positive energy. Confident people tend to exude positive energy. They're generally more upbeat, engaging, and fun to be around. This positive vibe is magnetic and draws people in. Decisiveness. Confidence often translates into decisiveness. Women appreciate a man who knows what he wants and isn't afraid to go after it. Whether it's making plans for a date or pursuing life goals, decisiveness is a key component of attractiveness. Resilience. Confident men are usually more resilient. They handle rejection and setbacks with grace, learning from their experiences and moving forward without being overly shaken. This resilience is both admirable and attractive. Remember, confidence is not about arrogance or pretending to be someone you're not. It's about embracing who you are, being proud of your journey, and showing up authentically in every interaction. Your lack of confidence and fear of rejection keeps you from professing your love and reaching out to the woman you desire. Your insecurities and fear of being betrayed can harm your marriage and relationships in many ways possible. Insecurities in relationships are caused by a lack of emotional intelligence and confidence in oneself. Why should you feel less of yourself or consider yourself to be of little worth? Why do you worry about how you would approach a woman, talk less of maintaining a relationship? Why are you easily jealous and suspicious of your partner? Why are you so obsessed with your partner that you find yourself always monitoring her? What do you stand to lose if she betrays you or abandons you? If you have something to lose in a relationship, then you are in prison, not in a bond. A woman can decide to leave you anytime, and that might not be your fault. So you need to be prepared for that. Enjoy your relationship while you can, and try to resolve your problems when things turn sour. However, when things go beyond redeemable, save yourself the trouble fixing your relationship. Move on and take a break. Who knows, maybe all you need is a pet or a child which you can adopt to keep you company. You never can tell. So rather than killing yourself for a woman, consider the fact that a lasting relationship is never guaranteed. Be prepared for the worst and move on with your life. Be brave when a woman rejects you or leaves you. 5. Your standards are just too high. Perhaps maybe your standards are just too high, and you should try lowering them a little. Having high standards isn't necessarily a bad thing. It's great to know what you want and to strive for the best. However, when it comes to relationships, having excessively high standards can sometimes hold you back. High standards often mean that you're looking for the perfect partner, someone who ticks every box on your checklist. While it's good to have a clear idea of what you want, expecting perfection can lead to constant disappointment. No one is perfect, and holding out for an ideal that doesn't exist can keep you from appreciating the wonderful people you meet along the way. So, why does having high standards make it difficult to attract the woman of your dreams? Here are a few reasons. 1. Unrealistic expectations. High standards can create unrealistic expectations. You might dismiss potential partners who don't meet every single criterion, even if they have many great qualities. This can limit your options and make you overlook amazing people. 2. Pressure and stress. High standards can put a lot of pressure on both you and your potential partner. If you're always looking for flaws or ways they don't measure up, it creates a stressful environment where neither of you can truly relax and be yourselves. 3. Self-sabotage. Sometimes, high standards are a form of self-sabotage. They can be a defense mechanism to protect yourself from getting hurt. By setting the bar impossibly high, you avoid vulnerability and the risk of rejection. 4. Lack of connection. Relationships are built on connection, understanding, and mutual growth. Focusing too much on an ideal can prevent you from forming genuine connections with real people who might not fit your mold perfectly but are still incredible partners. Now, how can you adjust your high standards without compromising on what's truly important to you? Prioritize values over perfection. Focus on core values and qualities that truly matter, like kindness, integrity, and compatibility, rather than superficial traits. Be open to imperfection. Understand that everyone has flaws, including you. Embrace imperfection and look for someone whose strengths complement your own. Reflect on your standards. Take some time to reflect on your standards. Are they based on genuine needs and values, or are they influenced by unrealistic ideals or fear of vulnerability? Practice gratitude. Appreciate the unique qualities of the people you meet. Practice gratitude for their positive traits and the moments you share. Remember, it's about finding someone who makes you happy, not someone who fits a perfect image. By adjusting your standards to focus on what truly matters, you open yourself up to meaningful connections and increase your chances of attracting the woman of your dreams. If you find yourself struggling to attract the woman of your dreams, consider reevaluating your standards. Embrace the journey, be open to possibilities, and you might just find that the perfect partner for you is someone you never expected. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, share it with someone who might benefit, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more insights on relationships and personal growth. See you in the next video.